A few days ago, I uploaded a video on my own design for an inescapable prison, similar to the one on the Dream SMP. Now, it's kinda cool the way it works, but admittedly, it's pretty laggy, it's kind of expensive, it's confusing to build, and if you're coming from the outside, it's easy to sabotage. So today I've made an even simpler design that's much cheaper, harder to escape, and even has an open ceiling. Behold, Inescapable Prison Design number 2. Today I will give you a tutorial on how to build this new prison, which is much simpler than the last one and much cheaper. Don't mind those netherite blocks, those are optional. It's fine, it's fine. The first thing I would like to do is improve on my old bed design. Originally, we were using trapdoors, and the trapdoors were kind of complicated because you needed 3 to line it up so the player didn't stand on the trapdoor, you know. So instead we're going to use pistons. And yeah, admittedly we are using redstone, but this is only one of 2 times we'll ever have to use any redstone. So we'll build a redstone clock here. We just need enough delay that at some point one of these 2 pistons is always powered, but they retract for long enough that the player inevitably falls and can't cheat and stay up there. Now, what's important when you're powering this is you want to hold the redstone torch or button or whatever for a little while. That way, the piston retracts for a while. By the way, this should be symmetrical, so there's an equal amount of time between each piston retracting. If you got it right, it should look like this. Only one piston retracts at a time. Now, from this setup that we have here, we're going to need to build down quite a ways, so make sure this is pretty high up in the sky or at least dig out space below. From this setup, we're going to build down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 blocks to here. Just so we can mark where this is, I'll place 3 blocks like that, which are directly below these 3 blocks. So this block is the center of what will be 17 by 17. So you're going to want to build out from this guy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this doesn't have to be made out of endstone. This just needs to be a flat square. I'm using endstone because it was thematic of my other one. The more durable of a block you use, the more likely this is to be safe. If it's something very, very delicate, then on a very laggy server, there's a small chance that somebody could ping spoof and break out. Now, at the edge of this 17 by 17 box, you're going to need to build walls that are 5 blocks high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Honestly, I think the blocks are worth it compared to the last prison, where it was just a lot of redstone. And lag, and frankly sound torture, and seizure warning. This design is definitely much better. Walls done, time for lava. Now, you're not going to have to fill this whole thing with lava. In fact, you only have to use 12 buckets of lava total. Well, 13, but for this room, only 12. I'll show you the most efficient way that you can place these. Remember that the lava flows out, and we just need blocks of lava to cover every space. So, pick an edge, count 4 blocks out, and place lava here. On the other edge, you'll count 5 blocks out, because we don't need this corner being overlapped. So, lava here. Now you're going to do the same thing on the next corner, but in reverse. So it'll be symmetrical. You see, we went 4 blocks out for this lava, so we'll go 4 blocks out for this lava. And then we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks out for that lava. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks out for that lava. Now, if you get the pattern, every lava spreads 3 from its center, so you can kind of eyeball where to put the rest of your lava. Make sure you still have marked where your center is, these 3 blocks if you remember, because we're going to want to build up from here, about 4 blocks high. You're going to want to come under your prison, find those 3 blocks, fill this in with more cobblestone, and build down from here. We're going to build a cobblestone generator down here. Go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This line is where the cobblestone will be generated and pushed up so that the player can't break their platform. So obviously the pistons will be here, 9 blocks down from up there. Now let's build the actual generators. I'm going to build out of endstone just so you can see where it differs from the cobble. So if you remember your training from Skyblock, water needs to be placed in such a way that it falls so that the water doesn't make it to the lava source block, because if the lava source block gets touched, it gets turned to obsidian. If we break it here, the obsidian will be replaced safely. We want this thing to power quick enough that the player can't start pecking away at their little platform, but not too fast that it's laggy. So I'll show you a good medium I have calculated. But first, we're going to place lines of redstone torches, just 2 of them, so that it activates periodically instead of deactivating periodically. Now, the ideal redstone delay that I have come up with is 7. You can do whatever works best for you, but I'm going to place 7 repeaters, all with maximum delay. And just to show you how simple this prison is compared to the other one, as soon as we start up this clock, it's done. You can break this cobblestone, and every so often, it'll push itself back up. There's no way that the player will be quick enough to peck at all this cobblestone before it comes back. And now you may be thinking, alright, if you're really creative, there's one absurd scenario where you could break out of this. And that is, suppose an Enderman spawns over here, teleports over to this, and then teleports to your platform, and then you punch it and somehow manage to kill it and get a pearl without dropping it in lava. Is that possible? Probably not. But, just in case, let's place a line of slabs across the top of this thing so that Enderman won't teleport over here. And don't worry about them spawning on the cobblestone is lit up enough by the lava. So let's test this sucker out. I'm gonna switch to survival. I'm gonna die because there's lava. As we test this out, I'll show you the reason we have all the stuff we do. First of all, as a reminder, the pistons retract the way they do so that at any given point when the player dies, they have to respawn here, because there's at least one spot where they can respawn. Now, I can start pecking away at this cobble, but because of the cobblestone generator we created, it comes back up before I can break the second one. The lava is laid out evenly and nicely, just enough that I can't go anywhere. I can't jump over there, even if I take delayed fall damage from falling after respawning. I can choose to jump in the lava and disconnect, and then reconnect, and then I won't take damage for a while, but I don't have enough time to break anything before I die. This is built just low enough down that the player can't jump and reach anything, especially for the redstone torches. The redstone torches can't be reached, even if the player has jump boost 2. And this platform is high enough up that the player can't break the floor down there without falling down into the lava, at which point they don't have time. So yeah, that's all. Inescapable Prison version 2, much simpler. Build it on your realms, build it on your servers, build it on the Dream SMP maybe. I don't know, maybe build it in single player if you really want. Wouldn't recommend it. But anyway, that's your whole tutorial. Subscribe for more not sound torture this time, because we don't have a bunch of pistons like the last one. Yay.